lose that last sale to a competitor. You lost it because you were talking to the wrong person the entire time. Most businesses think one sale means one customer. It doesn't. The person who pays isn't always the person who uses. The person who uses isn't always the person who decided. The person who recommended is not always the person who buys. Confusing, right? One purchase, three different people, three different roles, three different concerns, three completely different ways of deciding yes. Miss this and your entire marketing underperforms. Your sales team gets confused, your budget gets burned at the wrong message every single time. Today, I'm breaking down the shopper, the user, and the influencer. Once you see this, you will never build a single message campaign again. Founders think, I just need to reach the buyer. Too narrow. In most markets, there isn't only one single buyer. There's a decision chain. Someone recommends, someone evaluates, someone pays, someone uses, someone approves, someone influences. Speak to only one of them and you can lose the entire deal, even with a great product. Let's break down the three important roles. The shopper is who actually makes the purchase, checks the price, compares options, talks to vendors, signs the invoice. They care about price, convenience, availability, delivery, payment terms, and risk. The user is the one who actually uses it. They care about ease of use, comfort, quality, performance, safety, whether it genuinely makes life easier. The influencer shapes the decision without buying or using it at all. A consultant, a designer, a friend, a doctor, a technician, a community voice. They care about credibility, standards, features, reputation, and what looks smart to recommend. So these three are clear distinctions, and your marketing, once you understand this, gets sharper overnight. Sell a water purifier, the parent says, the child uses it, and a doctor or neighbor or online review influences the whole decision. Market only to the pair, you miss the user. Market only to the user, you miss the pair. Ignore the influencer, someone else wins the recommendation instead of you. This plays out across home, products, software, services, B2B, everywhere. Think about the iPhone inside a family. A parent pays, a teenager uses it, and the decision is shaped by peers, social status, reviews, what's considered cool. That buying decision was never just about specs, it's identity, status, trust, peer influence, ease of use, all of it at once. Apple wins because its brand speaks to every role simultaneously. The user gets the experience, the pair accepts the value, the influencer finds it desirable. The child, in the case of Lego, is the user and the emotional driver. The parent is the shopper who actually pays. A teacher or friend are often the influences on the choice too. So the message has to work on multiple levels at once. Fun for the child, value and safety for the parent, trust for the influencer. Lego's entire strength is staying magnetic to kids while earning the real trust from parents through quality and reputation. Now, when you look at B2B, the user might be a manager or a team member, the approver might be a director or fan's head, the recommender might be a consultant or internal IT lead. This is the norm in enterprise buying. Salesforce built its entire communication strategy around this: demos, training, education, proof of value, because it understood it was never selling to one person inside an account. One pitch was never going to be enough. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes: one message sent to everyone. But the user doesn't want what the pair wants, and the influencer wants something else entirely. The user wants ease, the pair wants savings, the influencer wants credibility. Talk only savings, you lose the user. Talk only ease, you lose the payer. Talk only credibility, you lose the practical decision maker. Before you spend a rupee or dollar on marketing, map the ecosystem first. Volvo understood this in cars. One person researches, another pays, another drives it around daily. Its entire brand leans into safety, family value, and trust because it knew more than one person was in that decision. HDFC Bank built the same thing in banking. The account opener, the account user, and the influencer around them are often different people. Trust built consistently across every touch point is what wins when families and advisors are all shaping one choice. So how do you actually do this? 3 questions. Who pays? Who uses? Who influences? Then what does each of these care about? Where do they spend their time? And what makes each of them say yes? This is the moment your marketing gets smarter. You stop building one generic message and start building 3 connected ones. Talking to the shopper, show price, value, delivery, trust, low risk, make the purchase easy. Talking to the user, show comfort, usefulness, performance, ease, results. Talking to the influencer, show credibility, expertise, proof, and confidence they can put their name behind. Do this and you stop wasting money on one-size-fits-all communication that satisfies no one completely. Each role consumes media differently too. The shopper reads comparisons and practicing pages. They look at pricing, they talk to sales, the user watches demos, reads reviews, asks peers. The influencer follows expert content, case studies, professional networks. Know where each one actually spends their time and you can meet them there instead of shouting in the wrong room where nobody's there. Take a hardware brand. The distributor sells to the contractor. The contractor applies the product in the homeowner's house. The interior designer may have specified it in the first place. 4 audiences, 4 different concerns, market to only one, and you can leave the rest of the story untold. This kind of ecosystem needs separate, clear, connected communication for every single role in the chain. Most founders assume the market is just one person with one brain and one need. It almost never is. There are layers of decision making hiding in nearly every purchase. Miss those layers and you will keep blaming the ad campaign, the sales team, the product itself, when the real problem was never any of those things. The real problem is you never matched the purchase structure to the 3 different audiences you are going to speak with. Here's the process. Follow these 5 steps. 1. Define the roles. 2. Write down the main concern, the inside part of each one. 3. Identify the best channel for each role where they can be found and spoken with. 4. Build one core brand message consistently. And 5. Adapt that message for each person without ever changing the fundamental truth underneath it. The brand stays consistent. The communication flexes but points to the same core fundamentals. That's the balance. Here's today's lesson. A purchase is rarely one decision. It is always a small ecosystem of decisions. If you want your marketing to actually work, you cannot speak only to the buyer. You have to speak to the user, the payer, and the influencer, all 3 of them. That's how you cut the waste. That's how you lift conversion. That's how you make your brand the easy, obvious choice. Once you understand these 3 roles, you stop guessing and start communicating with precision. And in a complex market, precision is the real advantage. Before you close this, pick your last lost deal and ask, did I actually talk to all 3 people or just one? That answer tells you exactly what to fix. Want more of this? Hit follow and I will see you in the next one.